Dr. Valda Crowder. I'm a board-certified emergency medicine physician, and I have practiced medicine now for 30 years. During my career, I have provided care during 2 Category 5 hurricanes and 4 pandemics. COVID-19 is the latest and most lethal. Journalists report on the COVID-19 pandemic by the numbers, the transmission rates, the hospitalizations, and the number of deaths. I am not here to talk about that today because those numbers do not tell the whole story. They do not begin to describe the pain and suffering in our nation right now. America is known as one of the wealthiest countries in the world. We are known for our ingenuity and our discoveries. We are known as a world economic and military powerhouse, yet we cannot seem to provide the most basic health and wellness services to our fellow Americans. Before COVID-19, life expectancy in the United States was decreasing, not increasing, as it is in other developed countries. That is not a sign of a good healthcare system. Before COVID-19, patients were rationing insulin because of dramatic increases in drug prices. That is also not a good sign of a good healthcare system. In the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, we are struggling to perform basic tasks. We're struggling to get a test back in a day or two that is useful and accurate. We are struggling to track and trace individuals who may be unaware that they were exposed to the virus. We are struggling to provide protective gear for frontline workers. Photos of nurses and doctors retrofitting trash bags should make us all cry and realize that we are not on the right path. Patients are struggling to find hospital beds and ventilators. Because we as a country are not able to perform basic tasks, more people are getting COVID-19 and more American families are suffering when their relatives struggle during long recoveries or die. When I work in the emergency department, I routinely see patients whose families wait in cars in the hospital parking lot. The medical charts are labeled, this family is in the red Focus in aisle 2. This family is in the white Chevrolet Equinox in the back of the parking lot. Other families have not been able to see their family members for months due to COVID. We go out to the parking lot and often deliver bad news through a cracked window. Many will never be able to say goodbye, and a funeral is just too risky. We can do better than this. We have to make a commitment to not just get over COVID-19 next year, someday, one day at a time. We have to make a commitment to emerge out of this pandemic as a stronger, healthier America. And together we can. As Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, the first wealth is health. We have to decide that we're going to invest in the United States. The coronavirus has shown us that we are only as strong as the weakest people in our community. We must protect vulnerable communities to protect us all. We must invest in health insurance for everyone. That is insurance that is attached to our bodies rather than our jobs. Too many millions of people are unemployed. They do not have insurance. Frequently, people who are uninsured avoid care. In a pandemic, we cannot afford to have sick people avoid care. We must invest so every community, no matter rural, inner city, suburban, every community everywhere, whether white, Black, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, must have access to emergency care services, primary care services, and affordable drugs. We know how to do this. We just need to have the commitment to do it. We cannot afford to have medical deserts where emergency departments are more than 60 minutes away. This is a matter of life and death. In the middle of a pandemic, it is a recipe for uncontrollable hotspots, death, and suffering. We can do better. I believe Joe Biden has that commitment and ability to lead us there. Learn more about his Build Back Better agenda. Biden has a detailed plan to reopen America. Go to his website, read about it, talk about it, get involved in making this a reality, and let's make Joe Biden the next president of the United States. Thank you.